Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Saturday, the 9th of October 2021. Thanks for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today as always. I'm going to use my deck of cards again for today's reading, the Gregory Scott Tarot. And before I do the daily reading, I just want to give you a quick personal update. I've got some really good news. My mother's finally coming out of the hospital today. She's coming home. So it's a big relief, and thanks to everyone who sent prayers and positive thoughts. And I also read some really nice comments and messages. So it's very much appreciated on this end. And it is a big relief because, I mean, for anybody, when a family member is in hospital, it's stressful and it causes worry and anxiety. So good news. Right, so with that said, let's have a look at what the cards want to say about Saturday, the 9th of October. What the day's energy is going to look like and how you can work with that energy to get the most out of the day. So let's see what the cards want to say about that. First card is the Queen of Pentacles, lovely. The High Priestess. And the Page of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles, you can see this cornucopia of wealth and abundance. And I got the idea for this is because when I was a teenager, I watched a Woody Allen film, and he was talking about his family. And the way he described it, he said it's a cornucopia of guilt that he received from his parents. And I thought, oh, okay, that really paints an interesting picture. And I thought, what would be the opposite of a cornucopia of guilt? And it's the Queen of Pentacles. It's a wealth of prosperity and good feeling and love and a joy to be alive and feeling connected with other people. So all the opposite things to guilt, really. And the Queen of Pentacles in the tarot usually is a woman who is prosperous and creative, and she lives this beautiful experience, and she designs things so that they suit her needs, and she's able to make things more beautiful, not just for herself, but for everybody. And the Queen of Pentacles here is literally holding this never-ending horn of everything good, bananas and apples and money and grapes and all these good, fabulous things that make life sweet. And she's just pouring that over the ground there, and the flowers are growing. So everything that she touches really just becomes illuminated and fabulous. So she has the Midas touch, but not in a way that's harmful in the sense that everything turns to gold. But everything that she engages with becomes heightened and more positive. So this is the kind of woman that anyone wants in their life. And with the court cards, these are either qualities that arise within you, or it's someone that you meet. So this indicates that you're in a really good place and that you see the best in things. And because you have that perspective, you can share that energy and improve on things which may be mediocre or ho-hum, and you can turn them into something that really pleases you and other people. So that's interesting because that theme came up, I think, in yesterday's reading, where I said, yes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And if you have these beautiful, positive feelings sitting inside of you, then you can share them with the world, and you can make the world more beautiful. So it has to exist on the inside first, and then you can share it externally. And that's exactly what the Queen of Pentacles does. So this is a symbol for someone who's happy and carefree and who's like a ray of sunshine. We've all met people who are just radiating goodness and joy and good humor. And when someone like that comes into your life, it changes the whole dynamic of the group or the room, and people turn around to look at someone like that, regardless of appearance, because most of us, whether we're psychic or not, can sense this positivity, and it's something that we're all drawn to. I mean, on planet duality, if we have a choice between positivity and negative, most of us are going to be drawn to positivity. So either you're the ray of sunshine, making everything fabulous and wonderful for yourself and other people. You can have a good time regardless of what you're doing. Or you meet someone, and it can be a man or a woman, who really brightens up your day and makes things seem less heavy, gives you hope that there can be growth in future, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that not everything is doom and gloom. And that's really positive and encouraging, because the next card, the High Priestess, is a woman who has access to all the information. And also duality is being mentioned here because I think they're called Boaz and Jacqueline, excuse me if I got the names wrong, but the two pillars represent good and evil. So up and down, left and right, light and dark. Same thing with the crescent moon here. It's sitting beyond the dual nature of life and finding some sort of unity and some sort of comfort and security in yourself. Because the High Priestess is the oracle. She connects with the higher realms, all the water that you can see behind this translucent curtain. And water represents a connection with spirit and being loving and positive, and something that exists outside of yourself as such, your higher self, the universe, God, whatever you want to call that loving higher power. And because she's able to connect with it, she doesn't have to be so influenced by good things or bad things. And she's able to purify or see through her circumstances and see the real meaning behind them. She's able to do that, so people come and see her for answers and for guidance, because she's able to see the bigger picture and to guide people who may not be as open-minded and who may focus on one thing or the other, like most of us do. And with the Queen of Pentacles coming first, it's almost like this influence that comes into your life that allows you to focus on the good stuff again, balances things out via the High Priestess, and then you're able to pull that veil aside and you're able to go beyond. So if things haven't been clear, focus on your positive feelings to open the doorway into some bigger answers that will guide you on your journey and that will give you a respite from dealing with the negative or celebrating the good stuff. And they allow you to see much further into the truth of the situation in a really true way. So that means that things may have been a little bit difficult, or you may have been lacking understanding, but because something comes and lifts you, you feel like you reach this emotional equilibrium, and that gives you answers that stem from within. So then you become the High Priestess, and if you ask yourself what's going on and how you feel about it, you'll get the answer you need. You don't need to go to a mentor or for answers, or you don't need to study something or go online and research and things like that. The certainty that you're looking for on this day comes from within. And that's rare in itself. Most new ventures or most new things that you're contemplating, they may make you feel excited and positive, but what comes along with that usually is a sense of doubt, because nothing is guaranteed and you don't know the outcome yet. So the big gift of the day is that you have this fiery certainty inside of you, and if that comes up, it's really important to embrace it and to make some inroads into that idea and to go with it and to act upon it, because that in itself is a confirmation that what you're contemplating is likely to succeed. The universe only gives you those kind of, I know it in my bones type of feelings when you're meant to do something that ultimately works for your greatest good and that makes you more abundant. The Page of Swords, another court card, so a feeling or a sense that you don't have all the information and that you're kind of dabbling and that you don't know exactly what you're doing. Swords is ideas and perspective and communication. And in terms of the astrology, we still have Mercury, the communication planet, in retrograde. So the Page is the most inexperienced of the court cards. Then we have the Knight. He sometimes gets it right, sometimes he doesn't. And then the King and the Queen, who always get it right and who've mastered the element. the page is just starting out. So here we've got a chemistry student or an apprentice wizard or something like that. He has no clue what he's doing. He's got all the books behind him. He's not really read all of them. He is trying his best, so he is reading a book, so he's willing to learn. But he's getting a little bit ahead of himself because he's got all these potions and stuff, and he's gleefully adding things to things where he doesn't really know what the reaction is going to be, and potentially things may blow up. So this card is a reminder that the communication planet sort of is still in retrograde, and that things aren't exactly as they appear to be, and that if you are just committing to things on a whim without doing your research, or you're really giving strong opinions without doing your research or knowing where these opinions stem from, or you're not informed but you act like you are, it's important to hold back on that a little bit, because it may get you into trouble. And the things that are supported and highlighted are the physical world, Pentacles, so your career and money and getting things done and being creative and making things more beautiful, and your intuition. So let those guide you. And it's kind of chicken and the egg, because the physical circumstances are good. They create this emotional equilibrium which allow you to tap into intuition. Or you could say, because the High Priestess is there, giving you access to all the answers of the universe, that you can then apply those in a practical way and get creative and make things more beautiful. Ultimately, it doesn't matter which one comes first. These two feminine elements, water and earth, and I know this is a major arcana card, which isn't traditionally associated with water, but we've got a whole lake in the back. So it's certainly a big part of this card. It's tapping into those elements that's going to enrich your life and your experience on this day. It's not about connecting with the element of air and trying to figure things out, and particularly expressing ideas which are only half-baked. That's not going to have the best outcome, but these two things will. So use your inner compass, your internal navigation system, and trust yourself, and particularly trust your own certainties, the things that you feel deep down are right for you. Oh, and that's interesting in itself. If you feel that certainty, you may meet the Page of Swords, a family member or a friend, who really doesn't understand what it is you're doing, because they don't have the vision, or they don't have that certainty, or they've only ever seen one side of you, and you may be doing something completely different on this day. And they may react and say, have you lost your mind? You can't do that. They don't understand that you can do something amazing and beautiful on this day, because you've only shown them certain aspects of yourself so far. And most people only know you from what you demonstrate. Most people don't think about you in the sense of, oh, this person has the potential to be a great designer or a musician or an artist or a psychic. They usually take you at face value, and if you're doing something that you feel certain about, but that's out of character in a way, then they may react negatively and say, wow, I don't know this person. Who are you even? If you get that message, it's actually confirmation that you're on the right track, because the Page of Swords doesn't know what he's doing. And he's very quick to experiment and to speak up and to give his opinion, which is ill-informed. So if someone reacts to you like that, take that as a prompt that you're on the right track. Number-wise, court cards count as 1, so 1 and 1 is 2, and another 2 is 4, and 4 is about structure and security. It's the Emperor in the Tarot. The certainty that you've got, that's really interesting, is the thing that's the big gift of the day, and if you work with that, you can really create something concrete. And also we've got the 2 and then another 2. That's 22, the master number of the builder in numerology. So it's not just a cornucopia of beauty and wealth and abundance. You're able to build something that's going to be there for quite a long time, and that's going to support you in future. So this is a significant, very meaningful day. And these messages that you get from Source and Spirits are coming through for a reason. So the universe is kind of intervening today and saying, here, take this and build something amazing with it. You're going to be very happy with the outcome. And you may think that I'm giving this too much meaning, but 2 and 2 always reminds me of the 4 of Wands in the tarot. You've got 2 wands on one side, another 2 wands on the other. And it's an opening, it's a celebration, it's a positive, beautiful future appearing to you, to the extent where you can almost grab it and reach it, and all you need to do is walk through the door. So there's an amazing potential today to transform your life and your circumstances so that you're really delighted with them. Wow. Okay. So there's no shortage of good energy here for you on this day that you can work with. So I hope you have a fabulous day and fabulous outcomes. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on Book Your Reading to order your reading with me. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have an amazing Saturday, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.